Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington. From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And right away he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Alert! 52. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Alert! 56, 56.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. There's a nice move, and he'll be out right at the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Able to power through. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The tackle by Caleb Barnes. The Saints at 8-1 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This is Winokur. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Commanders come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off-play action. It's Howell. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Allen's throw complete there to Perry. Touchdown, New Orleans! A.T. Perry, 45 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw, Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL. The Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they felt like they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive.
There he goes left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Saints 14, Commanders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Allen. Little short pass here to Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now he'll look to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Completes it to Perry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Little bootleg here. Howell
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
What's that?
A give to Kamara running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. In motion left is Thomas.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
Allen off the play fake. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Touchdown! Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Allen.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Saints!
A.T. Perry
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Slide for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Saints 42, Commanders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Powell. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
One last shot before the break. Howell. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. Antonio Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Saints 42, Commanders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Look out!
On play action, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Kamara up the middle.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Howell tried to pick it up on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Howell down to throw it.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Another throw for Howell. slings this deep for McLaurin. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Taking it about the 16. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Howell. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
4th down, Howell. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Alert!
And now they'll throw with Allen. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A little juke. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Kamara trying the right side. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field
despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And it is caught.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
56. Middle. Out. That's it.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Middle. Off 52. What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
They run off tackle right with Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So Allen's going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Thomas brings it in. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a